Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from even Krishna, from ethics, Ved and Purana. We know that we are part and parcel of Supreme Country. But now we have forgotten him. And that is why we are suffering in so many ways. It may be that now in young age we are not realizing these things, but when young age will be over, will be old, this will go away, light will go away, and we too old, rejected from all. And one day we'll have to give this body up, keeping wealth and everything in this world. So those who are thinking that we are happy, really they are not happy. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had to, Krishna had to, in Gita, in Bhagavad, that we need some help. Nowadays, we cannot learn all these things in a college, in a school, and other places. Without a guru, we cannot know. If we are going to school and colleges, will be like a demon. So, any qualified guru can help us. The association of pure devotees can help us. Bhakti is like a creeper. It has some seed. Guru plants this seed in the heart of devotees. And always nourishing them by Harikatha, powerful Harikatha. After some days, this seed will be sprouted. After some days, more 2 leaves will come. Gradually more leaves will come. And after some days, it will be a very big tree. So many branches, so many leaves, so many flowers, and at last fruit, and when there is joy, very sweet, like mango tree, like others. So bhakti is like also a creeper, like a tree. Guru kindly and mercifully plants this in the heart of devotee. Any school, colleges, anywhere, it cannot be planted. If a person has been initiated, and Guru has planted this bhakti creeper in your heart, then he will not go to any college to read philosophy or anything. And if he goes that, he has no trust. Really, bhakti seed is not there. We see by the life of Narada Goswami, Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva, Ajani, Chitraketu Maharaj, Bharata Maharaj, and in the life of Raghunath Das Goswami, Rup Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, and all others, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. That's what you know all these things. So we should try to take the essence of these things and to follow all these things, comparable things, and to follow all these things. I want that you should know all these things and be very bold and very strong in thought. प्रेम प्रियजन, मैं explain the life of Vyas and Nara and how they quickly became liberated and having so much love and affection for Krishna, and they serve Krishna. He can narrate in a very simple way. And what are these teachings? Yes, it's this. Here and there in world going, and for telling, for singing, Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bo, Jai Jai Radha Ramana life character of Vyas and Narad. We see that there are so many teachings that Prem Prayojan, something he told. You should believe in, very strong belief in mantra that Guru gives. And if you are not with honor and believe, you are chanting what your Gurudev mantra has given. And you want more and more, that Gurudev, you should give me more. He will tell that you should follow my words. You should chant and remember so much. And quickly, that seed I've given in your heart will sprout. Wait, and there is nothing, no another seed has to be given. Nothing. This mantra will do. Narad Goswami was given mantra by his four gurus, Sanak Sanandan, Sanak Kumar. And he took it, and he was satisfied, and he went in the forest and began to chant and remember. Very quickly, Krishna came in his trance. So if a guru gives you, but you are not following, you are not remembering this mantra daily, you are not chanting, remembering name, Gurudev gave you Mahamantra Hare Krishna. It is so powerful that it is called Mahamantra. By this, everything in life will be received. Harer Nam, Namaiva Kevalam, Kalau Nastev Gatiranyana. But we are not chanting. Oh, how many times you are chanting? Gurudev, sometimes I chant one round, 2 rounds sometimes nothing, 0. Sometimes 16, sometimes nothing. Oh, by this, mantra will not sprout. You should try to do it like Dhruva, like Prahlad, like Ajamil, like Raghunath Das Goswami, like Haridas Thakur. And you will realize yourself very quickly, and you will see everything. Your life will be successful. So you must follow. If you are not following, oh Gurudev, he is not associating, he is not giving, then what is it? Nothing. If you are so much learned, Vyas was so much learned, even he compiled Gita. You know Gita? how glorious it is. He wrote it, compiled it, but even he was not satisfied. Why not satisfied? He had not followed Narad Goswami. Then Narad came and told him that Prem Prayojan, my boss, told you. And then he practiced. And then he realized everything. By learning, by reading Gita also, by reading Bhagavatam, nothing. You will have to follow very strongly your Gurudev. And not following, then how you can realize all these things? So we must follow all these things. So he made a difference that Gautama Buddha was strong and he saw that from nothing everything has come. Really world is zero, illusory. But Vyasdev, Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva, Narad himself, Sarvabhauma Bhattacarya, Jagai-Madhai, all very quickly by following and chanting, remembering this name, very quickly they realized everything. And they went to go to Vrindavan. So we should try to follow our Gurudev. If your Gurudev is so qualified like Narad, Vyas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sarup Damodar, Rayaman, Rup Goswami, Jeev Goswami, Bhugarbha Goswami, Loknath Goswami, Narottam Thakur, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Srila Prabhupada, all. But even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is there, and you see that Kala-Krsna, he was affected by a woman, and he went in the trial. So even being with God he will be. And if you are not following his instructions and practicing bhakti yoga, then like it is, you will be covered with Maya. You will be entangled in Maya. So initiation is also necessary, and to follow his instruction is also necessary. Then fruit will come. So we should try to make our heart so strong to follow our Gurudev, to chant like this, like that he told. You can know by the life history of Dhruva that he wanted to sit on the throne of his father, but he was rebuked by his second mother. And he was so worried. And he went to forest, cow, and by the help of Narad, again that very Narad Rishi, he had some mantra, and very quickly, not by fighting, not by any war, not by conspiracy, not by anything, very quickly and easily, how? He was the king of whole world, emperor of the whole world, not only Bharata. And very soon he realized, oh, I have done wrong, very wrong. By wealth, reputation and all these things, I cannot be helped. And he left it afterwards. He thought that, oh, I have done wrong. From Narayan, and I have taken this pieces of only glass, broken glass. You can, very simple language, you can tell the life history of Dhruva. The story of Dhruva. But why Narayan did not give his eternal dham about Vaikuntha? Why he gave him 36,000 years, this kingdom of whole world. And after that, in this very world, a lok, Dhruva lok. Why he? For Azamil, from others, he gets them Vaikuntha Gati and service there. But why for Dhruva? Can you tell? Go on. Was there any defect in him or what? You are chanting and remembering, but there was some mixture. So if there is worldly desire to test all these things, and you are chanting and remembering, you cannot have breakthrough. So like Dhruva, Krishna will give something, but not his transcendental Krishna prem in Braja or in Vaikuntha. So he was not given. Though he was disciple of same Narada, but he has some. So if he were had some desire, worldly desire, and chanting and remembering, then Krishna will get same thing. And it may be that if after that sometimes you are detached and having the association of pure, more qualified Vaishnavas, then you can quickly give up all these things and pure bhakti yogi will attend, and by this you can have that. So we should not be like Dhruva. He took darshan of Narayana, but still he could not serve Narayana or Krishna in Vaikuntha or there in Golok Vrindavan. So we should be careful for this. Secondly, one thing is that if you have received the mantra from your Gurudev and you are advanced, having no worldly desire at all, devoid of karma and jnana, always chanting, remembering, and gradually you are detached. But even if you have no qualified group, a attachment can come. So this attachment, worldly attachment for son, wife, even for dogs, even for animals, even from your body, for your body, will go down. So be careful for this. Can you tell that a story of goat and marriage party? You remember? Very quickly, down. Next time, we have no time. Very quickly. Attachment should be taken. You know Bhatt Maharaj, he was a very qualified devotee. He was initiated by his father himself, Rishabdev, a manifestation of Krishna. How great his father was. Like Krishna, manifestation of Krishna. Sakta Vishavata. And when he was young, at the age of 60,000 years, quite young, and he realized this whole world is bogus. Wealth, reputation and everything. This is like illusory Maya. So I said, give up all these things. And he gave up and went in a forest. And there he began to meditate and chanting his mantra and everything. Very positively and very carefully. But what became? Now in Krishna, Brahmachari will tell. Krishna is supreme personality of He has all kinds of power. If he will wish, in a second, he can create lakhs and lakhs of worlds. Not only one, but lakhs. Any moment he can destroy all these. He can do anything he will like. But why he came to Vrindavan or Mathura and he took birth there? And why he used his power to kill so many demons like Kams and Putana, Agasur, Bagasur, so many, Charun, Mushti, Kali control. And in Mahabharata war, big war, he killed so many demons, so many Bhisham Pitamaha, Bhisham Pitamaha, Duryodhan and all others by Bhim and Arjun. Why he could not wait only and all were destroyed? Why he came to this world as a son of Vasudeva Devaki or son of Nanda and Yashoda? Why? Can you tell? Oh, this boy. For anything he wants. By wishing, he could have destroyed all the demons. But why he came? He took birth like a worldly person. Oh, it is essential. He can do everything. But his pastimes are so beautiful, sweet and powerful. If anyone here is sweet and powerful pastimes of Krishna, he can easily have love and affection. And all kinds of worldly desire may go very quickly. And everything will be achieved by this. Dharma sunishchita pumsam vishvaksenu katha suja no padev yadiratim. Sukadeva Goswami is telling to Parikshit Maharaj, who was dying at that time. Yeah? In 2 days, in 7 days, he will be bitten by a snake and die. So he is telling to that dying person, very important thing. If anyone is chanting, remembering, doing other things, he is Brahmacharya, he is so much doing austerities and everything. He is serving, worshipping, even, but he has no taste for hearing pastimes of Krishna, everything is like zero. In fact, after some time, he will give up chanting names. He will give up his guru. Everything he will do. The most important, first Shravanam, then Kirtanam, then other things. So we should try to have attraction shown for hearing Harikatha. So Krishna came to this, descended to this world like a boy and played so many pastimes, very sweet pastimes. If anyone here with honor, get respect, I myself will enter in his heart through ears and clear his heart. All unwanted things I will throw. I will purify his heart by this Harikatha. And then I will quickly be there. And thus he will be so much qualified. Very easily. So if we have no taste in hearing Katha pastimes, then our everything is like zero, strike her. So Krishna played like a boy, a role of boy. He became a child of Devaki and Vasudeva. And how he went to Gokul, you know. But you should know that Krishna has appeared in the jail of Kansa, not fully, partly. With opulence, with long hair, with so many ornaments, like a boy of 16, very young, with Sankh Chakra Gada Padma. Understand Sankh Chakra Gada Padma? So not like a boy, but in the same time, he took birth from the womb of Yashoda in the palace of Nanda. Same time. And when Vasudeva took it to Nanda Bhavan, at once quickly that very powerful boy, little baby, who was naked, just he came out from the womb of Mother Yashoda. He took 400, equipped with so many ornaments and long hairs and cut hair of 16, he took in himself. So he took really birth in the womb, from the womb of Yashoda Maya. And he was Supreme Personality of Godhead, and who appeared in the jail of Kans by Vasudeva and Devaki. He was like a Narayan, a part of what? A manifestation of that Krishna. And he played how? Sweet pastime. First he killed Putana. If a devotee wants to serve Krishna and wants to have bhakti, then first of all Krishna clears his heart, he takes all his impureness. What is impureness? What is? Cheating others. Especially doing offenses to devotees and to Krishna himself. If anyone has been initiated or not initiated and he is chanting, he is putting tilak, mala this, but he wants to cheat others by telling lie. Oh, you should give me money. I will serve my Gurudev and Krishna. And by this, you will be very high class of devotee. By cheating that, they brought and they used for themselves. They kept the whole amount in their pocket, only 10%, 12%, 25% they gave to authority. These are what? Cheating others. If are cheating, making offenses, criticizing in devotees, these are impurities. Putna was a demon like this. He wanted to kill Krishna. He wanted to kill all the devotees' sons. And she entered in Gokul and wanted to kill Krishna. How? Being like a mother. This is what? Kapatata. Hypocrisy. 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 So we should not try to do it. She went there. She had no milk in his breast. He took so much heavy form of poison, salt could be, and he put in his breast. Oh, my dear son, my dear son. And he took a very beautiful form of mother. Very gentle, very sweet, very beautiful. And he took Krishna in her lap. Oh, I am not like your mother. Your mother is not here. I am your mother. Why your mother has kept you here? And she took at once, my dear boy, my dear son, and he gave his breast. And he pumped, because Krishna was not choosing. He pumped like that. Oh, Krishna closed his eyes. Oh, she has come like a mother to me. How can I keep? So he closed his eyes. But when she gave, again and again, repeatedly, he saw all the poison and with his life and soul. And he began to cry. Oh, give up me. She has a strength of power of so many thousands of elephants, but he could not get rid of that very boy. She was only choosing. Krishna is telling that if I am choosing, you get your breast, I am taking. And if you are dying, then what should I do? He did not took his chakra and anything, like a very baby, naked, only up to 3 days, 6 days. 6 days only. He did nothing, but he took his life. Krishna is not cruel. What he did, he took his all impurities and made him a mother in Golok, give the position of that. How Krishna is kind. Maharaja ki kripa. God bless mercifully is. Hearing by this pastime, anyone can serve Krishna. Oh, how he is kind, how he is merciful. Hearing this, anyone can serve Krishna. And if anyone will hear this pastime, what will become? By hearing this pastime, Krishna will enter in the devotee's heart and he will purify. We cannot purify. We cannot give up our false ego, duplicity, and other things. If anyone being educated and doing all this nonsense like putana, cheating others, giving blood, give your whole wealth, I will give you Krishna prem. If he wants worldly wealth, how he can give prem? If anyone has attained prem, then do he require any wealth of this world? Never, never. He will quickly give up all these things. So if a devotee or guru cheating like this, like Putana, Krishna will kill him. So we should be very careful for this. No duplicity. What you are outside, you must be inside. And chanting mantra. Very quickly, by hearing and chanting name, you can attain Krishna. You know that he has. Baldev Prabhu killed Dhenukasur. Dhenukasur, you know, a donkey. Why he killed? What was the fault of that donkey? He was the associate of demon, great demon Kans. And Kans has deputed him to guard a garden. And he with his own children and wife, so many donkeys, and he was making god of that. That any devotee cannot enter that there. Only my dear sons will taste all these fruits and that god. Baldev, with so many cowherd boys, was grazing cows, and they requested Krishna and Baldev that today a very great demon has come. Please save us. And what was that demon? Appetite, hunger. Oh, please save us. Baldev Prabhu said, oh, let us go. Come with me. And they all went with Baldev Prabhu. That very garden where that donkey was there with. What is donkey? What is the meaning of a donkey? Donkey means ass, very foolish, ignorant. Those who don't serve Krishna, those have no honor for Krishna, no strong belief for Krishna, all are done. All are quite done. If anyone has taken initiation, even chanting and remembering, putting tilak and everything, but he has no belief in Krishna name, that Krishna name can give up me everything which we like, then he must be a donkey. Because he has no strong faith in Krishna name. Even in Krishna. So, Haridas Thakur like Prahlad Maharaj, he wanted anything from anyone, he has a strong belief in Krishna name. So if Gurudev has given this name, and he has become Dovi chanting and remembering, but he has no belief on Krishna and Krishna name, that Krishna name can give anything you like, even Krishna Prem, what to tell, wealth and reputation of this mundane world. So all are like donkey. If you take shelter in the lotus feet of Baladev Prabhu Guru, Akhanda Guru Tattva, or any of the dislikely acharyas in the line of Nityananda Prabhu or Baladev, he can save you. Quickly Baladev Prabhu took all the cowherd boys, went there, and took one tree. He was very powerful, and did like second victory, and all fruits began. And hearing this sound, dhak, dhak, where they are falling on the ground, and that donkey, with his whole associate, wife and children, thousands and thousands. No. How sweet singing. Like donkeys, as they attacked, and one by one, Krishna and Baladev Prabhu took them, and they moved in the sky, and then throw. And all the trees there fell down, and after that, everywhere, the blood of donkeys, place of donkeys were there. So, any one of them did not took any fruit. So these are donkeys. Oh, ignorance is donkey. Those were a devotee. But if you are ignorant of Krishna Tattva, who is Krishna? How you could take shelter? And taking shelter of any guru, we should not be depreciating, criticizing any Vaishnava devotee. We give him proper respect to them. If we don't know all these things, then we are like a donkey. And we will be killed by Baladev. So Baladev Prabhu killed all the donkeys. Why donkeys are so? Foolish? Why? Why? What they do? Yes, go on.
So donkey is quite foolish.
Why?
Because in the Traumatized.
No. He always follows his wife. And he kicks so much. Here and there by his left hand leg. So beaten, but even running. So these are called foolish. Very lusty. And they are foolish because they can
Take more burden
burden up anything, but cannot trust anything. They can be loaded with sugar, ghee, and so many things. So much sweet on their back, but they can. In India, washermen use them. All the dirty cloth on his back. But they cannot wear any of the garments or cloth. They cannot touch anything. Also they are ignorant and foolish that in summer season they become very quiet when there is no grass anywhere. They work so much for grass and I've taken so many grasses. No grass now, I've eaten. And he becomes poor. And in rainy season, so much grass here and there, he only grazing there and there, and I have not taken so much grass. I am here where I was. So his stomach becomes not fulfilled, and he becomes lean and thin. He is always beaten by his washermen, and his feet are torn. Behind hind legs, and he cannot run. And when to load, then they will close up, and so these are very foolish and ignorant. So if you are devotee and we are doing like asses, donkeys, then we are donkeys. So we should careful. Otherwise, Baldeva's Prabhu will come and take our hind leg and he will throw on anywhere and you will die. So you should be careful. How he was beautiful when he was a boy at only 2 years and a half. Oh, Jasodamaya, how quickly binded his hand. And he was weeping. Mother, don't beat me. We will narrate this story, this pastime, tomorrow. How beautiful and sweet. If you will hear and have a taste for all three pastimes of Krishna, very soon, quickly, you will be turned in a very bona fide devotee. And you will have a taste in hearing Harikatha, and then also in name, chanting name always. And your name will be so pure, high class and very quickly you will die. Daily at the time of sleeping, you should think that for 20 years I am chanting. Remember it. But I am in the same position where I was, like that boatman. Daily you should think. Have an account, like you keep an account in business. Every evening, when closing your shop or any business, you take account of, how much I gained or how much I lost. So in this bhakti, you should try to do like this. Account what I was at that time when I was initiated or when I entered in this bhakti cult. Have I progressed anything or not? My all attachments and worldly desires are gone or not? If you are chanting, remembering, at once, very quickly, we will have some realization, and also this attachment from the world will come. And if worldly are not coming, and you have not realized, then your bhakti, what you have done nothing. So try to see, where is this fault? In my Gurudev fault, which is bogus Guru, or I am bogus, I am not fully falling. If I am fully falling, but not anything a 10, then there is some defect in my Gurudev. I should give up him. At once, if my Gurudev is not following the step of his Gurudev, and he has not been attached, and has so many worldly desires, he cannot help. And if he is qualified for all these things, then there must be some fall in me, some lacking in me. I should try to make repair, find hope by which all whatever is going on. So must repair that thing. So daily we should take account of this, whether we are improving or not. If not improving, you should try to think why. What is the reason? You know that in 6 months, Dhruva attained perfection. Prahlad Maharaj, all devotees, even Ajamil, being so, your Gurudev, Bhakti Siddhanta, Bhakti Vedanta Swami has, and then we will realize that. Gautama.